Yeah, so I think you know, right? This is the first mock interview we are going to conduct. So from now, every week we will be having the mock interviews. Okay, depends upon the schedule what we conducted. So okay, the mock interview is on Python. You know that.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Ishan Joseph, and I have done my engineering in electronic and instrumentation in 2019. Further that, I have joined as a full stack developer in micro technologies, and after that, I am learning data analytics.
Okay, you are working as an full stack engineer, right? Currently.
Yeah, I was working as a full stack developer.
Okay. On Java.
No, on JavaScript, Node.js.
Got it. So have any idea about Java also, like a Java programming language?
No.
Okay. So yeah, we'll start our mock. Like, can you tell me like what is the main advantage of Python when coming to data analysis? Like using the Python, what analysis you can do on top of data?
So basically, Python is a high-level general purpose interpreted programming language. Python has many advantages in the field of data science as it is easy to use. It can be used in like stocks, weather predictions, and all that thing.
Okay. Okay. So why using? There are a lot of programming languages. Let's say Java is one of the programming languages. C is one of the language. So why we are not using those things and why we are only using Python?
Uh, can you just give me? Sorry for that.
No.
Actually, Python consists of many packages and libraries which are inbuilt functions, which contains of inbuilt function. So it is very easy to use because in like comprehension or like uh, a non-interpreted language such as Java and C, we have to write functions which made the code very heavy. Rather than Python consists of inbuilt functions which we can use and like we can transform the code uh, and execution time will be less.
Okay. Uh, I mean, there will be no execution time. So, okay. So execution time will be same approximately. So the main benefit is what you say, like libraries, first of all. So there is nothing we can do. Like everything will be taken care by pre-trained models. Yeah. So tell me, like, what is the meaning of a library and what is the meaning of a function? For example, tell me, like, whatever the things you learned in Python, exactly what you will call as a library and what is a function. A difference. Can you explain me the difference between them?
Yeah, sure. So basically, function is a block of code which can be used repetitively, and a library is a module which we can import, and use it according to the task. So library consists of uh, several number of functions. For
Very good.
example, if I am going to use NumPy, so NumPy is a numerical Python library which consists of statistics and numerical functions library in which there are functions consisting of all the arrays and numerical type of function. Whether if I'm going to define a function is simply a block of code which can be used repetitively or to perform a task.
Got it. Good, good. Yeah. So one example can you give me in NumPy? For example, basically NumPy is a library. Okay, we
Yes.
all accepted. So like if I write NumPy dot array.
Yes.
So NumPy is a library and what is this array? What you call this array? Is array a function, return function?
Yes.
Yeah. So then what is the purpose of using dot? Exactly why we are using dot? Why we are not using comma or why we are not using some other kind of punctuation?
Basically, since Python is an object-oriented programming language, so dot just objectify or like take out the module or the given function out or the given object. So in particular NumPy, there will be a class of libraries. So in that particular class, dot array will be a function which can be accessed by like dot. So that's why we use dot.
The dot. Yeah, simply dot means like in the library, whatever the functions, for example, in NumPy, we have almost more than 20 functions, we can say. So let's say it will show you all the functions.
Yes.
So depends upon the task, whatever the function we want, we are going to take it. Okay. Yeah. So tell me like what is the difference between the variable and a data type?
So variable is a memory space. Variable is a variable is a keyword or assignment in which we store a we assign a memory space in our like in our code. But data type is a type of data, like what type of data it is. Like is it an integer, is it a float, is it a string, or is it a like Boolean data type. But a variable is something we store. It is a memory space in which we store a particular data type.
So for example, if I am writing b is equals to 15. Okay.
Yes.
So now you tell me like you were saying like data type 15 is a data type integer. It is going to save in the memory under the variable b.
Yes.
Okay. So my question is how much memory is occupied in the memory? How much memory will be occupied? There will be certain
Depends
limit.
on the range. Yeah, depends on the range of the integer.
Okay. If I write b is equals to 1000. So 15 is different and 1000 is different. There's a long difference is there no between the value. So
Yeah,
then
so the I am not like recalling the exact range, but it is between the integer range is between -3267 to 32678.
32,367, I think so.
Yes, yes.
32,000 I can remember. More than that values we call, what do we call out of those values?
Out of range, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I'm out of range values. So it will
there is a
like
keyword. There is a keyword. We call them as a garbage values. Okay. The values which are this range is known as a garbage values. And also you just need to refer in the internet like how much memory will be occupied to store a integer to a variable. Okay. Just check in the internet. Just cross check once again. Okay. There will be some limit. Okay. And the second question for me is, can you tell me like what are the rules of the variables that we need to follow while initializing a variable? What are the rules we need to follow?
Yes, so there are like around three basic rules. The first one is the variable should not start with number.
Yes.
The variable should not have space between them,
Okay.
and the variable should not start with any special characters or built-in data.
What if I want to start?
Or variable name should not be a reserved keyword.
But if I want to start with a number, then
If you want to start with a number, then
is it possible? First of all,
yeah, it is possible.
then how?
Well, I don't remember it.
Using underscore. Okay.
Yeah, underscore.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me like what is the main difference between the string and a list?
So list is a mutable object, and string is an immutable object.
What is the meaning of mutable and immutable?
So mutable means it can be changed, and immutable means it cannot be changed. For example, if I say string is an immutable object, it means at a given index or at given time, I cannot update, I cannot delete, or I cannot change the particular
What change? What you are trying to change here?
element in the index. For example, I have my name. Suppose I have given assign my name A equal to Ishan. So it consists of five characters. So
Mhm.
if I'm going, so since it is a string, it is immutable. So I cannot change anything in Ishan, right? I cannot, like if I'm going to traverse it through index, and if I want to change the second index, I cannot change it. But what can I do in that case is I can replace it.
So here, the point is one thing you need to consider. The change means the memory space. Okay. So let's say, as you said, A is equals to Ishan, which is having five characters. So five characters means five boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
So for every character, box will be created. So if you want to create a new memory space, I mean new box to insert some kind of a character, it is impossible because it is a immutable data type. No? So here changing means memory space. Use the terminology. You can take a
Okay.
paper and you can note down what are the drawbacks that you are doing so that in the next mock you won't repeat them. Okay.
Okay.
Next question that I can ask is like, what is the main difference between dictionary and a data frame in pandas?
Dictionary and data frame in pandas. So basically, data frame is a tabular format of data.
Sorry, come
Uh,
again.
so data frame is basically a tabular form of data which will be represented through like pandas, PD or data frame, and like dictionary is a key value there.
Okay. Mm, can you use this data, I mean, dictionary in data frame to make the data in a better way like that?
Yes,
Can you? So how it is going
yes.
to help us?
So the key will be the heading of the columns in the data frame, and the values will be the row.
Okay. So can you tell me like what is the main difference between the for loop and a while loop?
For loop and while loop. So basically, Python, like we have two for loops. First, we can traverse by element, and second one is by range. And the main difference in for loop and while loop. Basically, in while loop, we have to give the condition first.
Okay.
Uh, we have to give the condition first. For example, if I'm going to uh, print the number from 1 to 10, so I have to like give the condition like while number is greater than 0 till the loop will execute. And in for loop, it will start from range, like from starting to end range, and it will.
There will be certain range in the for loop, but in the while loop, you can create an unlimited loop if you want,
Yeah.
and you can break the loop wherever you want. Yeah. Yeah. So, what is the purpose of using constructor?
Sorry, like I have not gone through this concept at all.
Classes. It's very important. Classes, objects. Okay, please look into it. Inheritance concept, polymorphism, access modifiers. Yes, the constructor is main important first of all. Okay. So we'll do
But
one
I
thing like theoretically or explaining everything is fine. We'll do one thing like you just share your screen and also open any one of the IDLE to write the Python code. I will give the questions here. Let's see how well you are performing with the Python code.
okay. So like please enable the share screen option.
Yes, I will give you the access one. Yes. Now you can share.
Um, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes. Open any new file. I mean new Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Yes.
So I will give a question for you in the chat box. I will keep. Give me 1 minute. I will write here the question. I will keep entire the meaning of the question. So what you have to do is you need to write the solution based on that particular question. So yes, just one minute. I'm going to paste the question. Can you see the question?
Yes.
Yes, you can take just 2 minutes of time and you can study the question and you can explain me like what did you understood. You can just copy paste the question in that particular box in the cell and make it a raw and pick convert so that it will be taken as text only. Do not show any other. I think you understood the question. No?
Actually, I'm just reading the question.
Yeah, I will explain. Simple. Like, see, you are passing some numbers, no? Like, for example, in the example one, you are writing numbers is equals to 2, 7, 11, 15. So out of these four values, what are the values if you add will come 9. So 2 plus 7 is nothing but 9. So the index of 2 is
Yes.
nothing but 0 and the 7 index is nothing but 1. So the output should be 0 comma 1. Okay. So
Yes.
second example, if you see 3, 2, 4, you need to get 6. So 3 plus 2 is 5. No, not satisfied. And 4 and 2 are satisfied. So second index is 1 and fourth index is 2. So whatever the value
Yes.
that is targeted and whatever the values you are adding, it should satisfy the target. So those index you need to pull out.
So I just need to find the index.
Yes, whatever the values that are satisfying the target, you need to pull out that particular index. And your logic should work for any input, first of all, not only those inputs. I might pass some other 10 values. I might pass the 10 random values in a list. It need to give me, for example, if I pass 10 values and the target is 20. So it need to give me the perfect index. So your logic should be like that. So try to write the logic for it.
Mm. So we have to take the like values from users only.
No need. Let's take for what I'm saying is you can take the input which you can see in the example 1, 2, 7, 11, 15. But my question is like you write the
We have to
logic,
find
but
the
your
index value.
yes, your logic should work for any input. So we can just edit that input and we can pass another one. There is no need to take the input from the runtime. So directly you can write. I can give you a hint if you need.
First, let me try. Then yeah, I mean, it's taking time, so you can give me hint.
So collect each and every value and compare it with the next value. If
Okay.
both the values, the current value and the next value, if you add this both the values, if you are getting the target, then take the two values and you can find the index for them, comparing with the original list what you have taken. What is the error? Error will be list is out of range. Yes. And you will get the error in the if condition. See, it is mentioning in the if condition. Can you explain me what is the meaning of that error? List index out of range. What is the meaning of that?
List index is out of range. It means that uh, uh,
You are having
the
only three
length
indexes.
is length is greater than
Yes. So your logic
the
is not right. No?
it is
So
giving me
basically in the first round of interview, it will be like, but if you need to solve the question within just 5 minutes max. Okay. So we need to work a lot on the coding part. Hmm. Any another approach?
no.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Let me give you another question. Okay. For example, I'm passing A is equals to 5. I'm keeping. My output should be like this kind of output I need. For example, if I pass 10, 10, 10 dots, 9, 9 dots, 8, 8 dots, like that.
Mm. What we can do here is we can like
Can I give you a hint? Uh, Joseph, if you need, I can give you the hint.
Mm. What my approach is like, I'm going to use the loop, and but what I'm not trying to get is how to like insert dot according to the numbers. I can get like 5 4 3 2 1, but how? Let me give it a try.
Okay, you do one thing. Print 5 4 3 2 1
Okay.
till 0, 5 comma 0.
Yes, 5 4 3 2.
Okay.
Mm.
So you got fine, but the question is here, after you're printing 5, then here you need to add dot. So how?
Yeah, I can add it.
No, Joseph. Simple logic. Collect the value 5. Along you are printing that value 5. Along with that, you just add dot. How many times it is there?
5 times. But we don't know, it is like dynamic value, so we don't know how, if the given index starts from 10 or like 15, so we don't know, uh, cannot add it manually, right? We need to write a code for that.
Every any input should satisfy.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can I give you another question then?
Yes.
Mm, Take a number and write a logic to find out whether it is a prime number or not. And also you need to explain me what is the meaning of a prime number.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of prime number, buddy?
The number which can be divisible by one or itself. So
Yeah, past
this,
7. Let's see whether your logic will work or not. Past 7. Let past 11. So okay, from 2 to, yeah, given number. So 2 to 6. Okay. If, yeah. Okay. Got it. So, so almost you have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lines. You can you optimize the code if possible? Can you make it? Okay, the solution we got, but try to write the code in an optimized way, like less number of lines of code. Okay,
okay.
good. So out of 3 questions, you solve 1 question. Good. Okay. So tell me, what is the difference between the lambda function and a normal function?
I don't
Sorry.
I have not studied lambda function.
Okay. So tell me, like, what is the purpose of using map function and filter function?
Mm, In map function, we can generate the output. Uh, so for an example, in a map function, uh, we can figure out the things accordingly. But I am unable to explain it. But
I don't know. What I'm asking is, let's say, uh, there are functions concept. There is a lambda function concept, and you need to explore the lambda once again. Please do check that one. My question is, there are a lot of techniques are there. Then why still we are using the map? What is the purpose? There should be some advantage, no?
Uh, it is compact and it uses less line of code.
Okay. So my question is like, when compared to map, you can write the lambda in a single line. Then no, it's here. I'm not asking about the lines of code. There is some advantage with the map.
Sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, got it. So tell me like what is the purpose of using exception handling?
We have exception handling such as try catch error. Suppose like if I
Try
have
catch.
given,
You have
yeah,
catch or you have except block. It is except block. In Java,
yeah,
it is a catch block.
try except error.
Yeah.
So suppose in this given example, like I have written here a is equal to int input enter a number, right? Suppose if someone entered a string here, so the program will crash. To avoid those things, we use try exception.
No, 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 no. Here I just want to ask you like, do the exception handling removes the error? My question is, do
No,
the exception handling removes the error? No. Then what is the purpose of using them?
uh,
Normally also we are getting error. In the exception handling, if you write in the try and if you write in the except block also, you will get the error. My question is, what is the purpose of using that one?
we know. So suppose this is a small code, but if there is a large line of code, so we know what line of code and or at what uh, line of code or at which particular code or which particular line we are getting an error, and we know what kind of error we are getting.
I think in the exception handling, there is no function to get the line number. Yes or no? You can get the type of the error. Like in the exception handling, you can get the type of the error, what type the error is, and exactly why this kind of error exception is coming. Those kind of information you can get from the exception handling. Then how will you get the line number in the exception handling? Can you explain me? Or if you want to show me any example also, you can write the code and you can show me. For example, in the try block, write some code which gives the error. So particularly line number it should give me. Yes, in the line number 4, there is error like that. From where you will get the line number. In the exception handling, it is not there. Then which module you will use to get the line number? So here we need to understand one thing like exception handling is used to optimize the error. Okay. So you are correct. Like we can get a proper information about the error, but line number we will get from some other module like SYS module, not from the exception
System
handling.
model.
Yes. Please have a look into that. Okay. So, okay. What is the mode WB means in the file handling?
Mod WP.
Hmm, the file handling concept. What is the mode? Like you have the mode like W, you have the mode like A, you have the mode like R. Okay. So
Right,
what is the mode
right.
WB means? Okay, you will write. So then what is the difference between W and WB?
Uh, we can we cannot edit in W mode, but we can like edit and write in WP.
So write means WA means you can write the data into the file directly. So WB means you can write the data into the file, but in a binary format. So you can write the data in a binary format. You can save that particular file, and you can load that file, binary file again, and you can use it for some other purposes. Okay. So there's a lot of difference. Writing the data in a binary format and writing the data directly is completely different. Okay. So yeah. So tell me, like in the tuple, what are the rules to create the tuple? For example, not tuple, let's take set. What are the rules we need to follow to maintain a proper set? For example,
Maintain a
inside the
proper
set,
state.
yeah. So for example, inside a set, if I pass a tuple, will it work? I hope you understood my question.
Yes, yes.
Inside a set, if I pass a tuple, will it work?
Suppose I am having a
So
set here, and if I am having,
yeah, only the basic concepts you are very theoretical. You are good, Joseph. I think you need to advanced concepts also. You need to see intermediate concepts also. Let's say the rules of the set, which is very important, and exception handling, very important. File handling, the modes, which is very important. Mainly class and objects also really important. Okay, and when
the
coming to
reason
the
actually that I am not actually prepared for this interview.
so it's a
Uh,
now I think for the next interview you will prepare well.
Yes.
No worries. Like in the Python code also, let's say like can you give the feedback like how much out of five, how much can you rate for your purpose?
So,
Okay, two. Okay. So my suggestion is for you, your the way of communicating or everything is fine, but you need to focus a lot on intermediate concepts as well as advanced concepts. And I think in the next month you will don't you will perform even more better when compared to this. And also when coming to the coding part, the questions which are given in the assignment kind of things you are able to do, but when I'm giving a new things, so which till now it
yeah.
didn't check, like different kind of logics, there are easy logics only. First of all, those things can be solved with for loops easily, but you need to focus there also, try to understand the logics. And also take that first two questions which you didn't solve, take it like an assignment, try to do it, explore in the internet, don't check the code, try to study about them, how they can do, how we can able to write the code, and you can submit me the solution in the Slack channel, in our Slack channel. Okay.
My Slack is not working. I have not got the Tableau assignment also.
Sorry.
My Slack is not working. Like I have not even got the Tableau assignment also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why? Only for you, you do one thing, like you just share me your mail ID. I will check it in the membership. I mean, directly in the membership, I will check it. In the cloud itself, I will check it, like whether why it's not accessing. And if there is an issue, oh, uh, okay, you share your mail ID with me, or in the group also you can share, so that I will check them what is happening. Okay.
Okay. So
Good.
can you just give me the like curriculum to like work on, because like I have to revise Tableau also, and like I have completed SQL right now. So
Slowly, like
the
what is our plan of execution in these batches, every batch? First we'll complete Python. So when we'll complete Python, we'll keep it aside. So at least we will keep 2 to 3 mock interviews and we'll make them perfect. So then we will enter into the SQL part, and then we'll move to the analysis part. And in the simultaneously, we'll start our internships also. Okay, this is the way how we follow. So my what I'm saying is whatever the classes I think is going on, you can simultaneously practice them. Here you are going to prove yourself, like what the mock interviews, everything.
So the next mock interview will be on Python only, right?
No, 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 no. Once completing Python, see if you perform well today, next mock should be on SQL directly. Okay. So the performance not as expected, no. So then again we'll keep Python. Then once okay, getting a clear idea, yes, he is doing perform well in Python, then we'll keep SQL, then we'll keep Tableau. So like that, based upon the performance, we'll be splitting the students.
Okay. And what about internship? So we have to work for like 8 hours in an internship, right?
No, 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 no. There are two things. Like let's say we will provide the data set and the documentations. Like on top of this data set, how what kind of analysis you need to do, everything will be mentioned. So whenever if you want to work like 8 hours, you can work, or whenever you have the time, you can work. But you need to submit the task which is given. Okay, so you can work in any time. Depends upon your availability. And there also same story. Whatever the work you are doing in the assignment, you will have the mock interviews like this, and we'll prepare. Like why you this mock interviews is to preparing you perfectly.
Okay. So one more question. So when will be my next mock interview on Python will be? Or
I
I
will inform
can.
the team because I will inform the team to schedule. So once everything is everyone is completed, again we will restart like that. Okay.
Okay. So like after you
I
like
have no idea. I
second
think
week
it
of
will be
December.
no, 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 no. I will plan in the next week. I will inform the team. Okay. Meanwhile, you also
Okay.
start learning.
First week of December.
Yes. Meanwhile, I will also inform the team to schedule once again in the Python so that we'll plan the things accordingly. Okay. And we will be with this mock interview is recording, so we will upload this in the drive also. In the drive, we will give the access to all the students so that they can also learn very perfectly, and you can also see your mock interview. Okay.
Okay. But if we are going to upload in the drive, then questions will be given to our students. So,
Sorry, sorry, I didn't get it.
for example, if you are going to upload this interview on a drive,
Mhm.
so the question will be revealed now.
No, I will give some other questions, no? Not the same question for everyone. This is a random question which I got into brain. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's it. Like, we'll catch up in the next mock interview. Joseph.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. Thank you. You can give me the access. So you can give me the access. Can you give me the access? Like, you can just click on my video and the three dots and make host option. So I have given you the host now. I think I can do it.
I have given you the
Yes, yes.